Good morning. Good morning, students. This is Dr. Pallavi Gupta. I will teach you healthcare law. Under the healthcare law, I will discuss the professional obligation under the Drug and Cosmetic Act 1940. It is divided into two parts for the discussion. In the first part, I will discuss the enactment of the act, and in second part, I will discuss the various provision of this act. The topic to be discussed under this part, that is the background of the enactment of the Drug Act 1940, object of the Drug and Cosmetic Act 1940, about the Drug and Cosmetic Act 1940. Regarding the background of the enactment of the Drug Act, this act was originally known as a Drug Act and was passed in 1940. The original act was prepared in accordance with the recommendation of the Chopra Committee, which was formed in 1913. On the basis of the recommendation of the Chopra Committee, a bill was introduced in the Central Legislative Assembly in British India, and it recommended that that entry or the subject of the drug is the state. It is coming in the state list, so or the province list. In the British India, it was known as a province list, second list. Therefore, it is the power of the state government or the provincial government to make the law. Central cannot make the law on that the entries which is mentioned in the second list. So therefore, it is recommended to the provincial government to pass a resolution and to authorize the central legislative assembly to make the law. Therefore, the Drug Act was passed in 1940. Since 1940, the Act has undergone several amendments, and presently it is known as a Drug and Cosmetic Act 1940. The object of this act is to very clearly mention that the object of this act is to regulate the import, manufacture, distribution, and sale of the drugs and cosmetic. And further, we can say the manufacture, distribution, and sale of the cosmetics, and to prevent substandard drugs presumably for maintaining high standard of medical treatment, to regulate the manufacture and sale of Ayurvedic, Siddha, and Unani drugs, which was inserted in this act letter, and to establish Drug Technical Advisory Board, known as a DTAB, and Drug Consultative Committee, and and for allopathic and drugs and cosmetic. So these are the object of the Drug and Cosmetic Act. There shall be three bodies known as a Drug Technical Advisory Board, Drug Consultative Committee, and drug laboratories also. About the Drug and Cosmetic Act, it is divided into five parts. In fact, regarding the first part, it is talking about the enforcement of the act when it come into force, and second part is talking about technical advisory board and committee or laboratory. Further, it says that import of the drugs and cosmetic, whether it is permitted or not, manufacture, sale, and distribution of drug and cosmetic, which kind of drugs and cosmetics are permitted for manufacture, sale, or distribution, and several provisions relating to the Ayurveda, Siddha, and Unani drugs. Regarding the enforcement of the Act, under section 1 to 3, we will discuss that this Act is applicable on the whole of India, and it come into force in 1947. Before moving the several to discuss the several provision, we have to understand the meaning of several terms which is used in this act. That is the Ayurveda, Siddha or Unani drugs, which kind, which are the which provisions are mentioned there, and what kind of the drugs are coming under this. What is cosmetics, drugs, and what is the meaning of both. Regarding the Ayurvedic, Siddha or Unani drugs. If you see this picture, this is shows as a Unani drugs. It is a picture of Ayurveda, or this is a picture of uh, Siddha. So these are the pictures shows as the Ayurvedic, Siddha or Unani drugs. So regarding the meaning of the Ayurveda, Siddha and Unani drugs, what kind of medicines are coming under this? It includes all medicines intended for external or internal use, for or in the diagnosis, treatment, mitigation or prevention of disease or disorder in human being or animals, and manufactured exclusively in according with the formula described in the authoritative books of the Ayurveda, Siddha and Unani system of the medicine, which is specifically prescribed in first schedule. Cosmetics. Cosmetic means any article intended to be rubbed, poured, sprinkled, sprayed on or introduced into or applied to the human body or any part of the body for cleansing, beautifying, promoting attractiveness, or altering the appearance, and include any article intended for use as a component of cosmetics. So if you see this picture are showing the cosmetics which are having medicinal values. Drugs. Drug includes, you can see this picture. So there are kinds of the drugs, capsules or tablets. These are including under this. So all medicine for internal or external use of human being or animals, and all substance intended to be used for or in the diagnosis, treatment, mitigation, or prevention of any disease or disorder in human being or animals. It includes preparation also, which is applied on the human body for the purpose of repelling insects like mosquitoes. Further, it includes such substance intended to affect the structure of the human body. You see, here is the injection or some um, substance in the spoon, or these are the tablets. And such substance intended to be used for destruction of vermin or insect which cause disease in the human being or animals. All the substance intended for use as component of a drug, including empty, empty capsules. Drug includes such devices intended for internal or external use in the diagnosis, treatment, mitigation or prevention of disease or disorder in human being or animal, as specified by the central government time to time. So this is all about drug, cosmetics, Ayurveda, Siddha and Unani drugs. The board. What is the meaning of board under this act? It says that board means in relation to Ayurveda, Siddha and Unani drug, the Ayurvedic Siddha and Unani drug technical advisory board constituted under section 33 subclause C. In relation to other drugs or cosmetics, with the drug technical advisory board constituted under section 5. So there are two kind of technical advisory board, one for the Ayurveda Siddha Unani drugs and the second for the other kinds of drug or cosmetics. Regarding the drug technical advisory board, that is under section second, that we will discuss what it says. There are three kind of the bodies which is used for the purpose of this act, that is the Drug Technical Advisory Board, Central Drug Laboratory, the Drug Consultative Committee. The Drug Technical Advisory Board, which is constituted under Section 5 and Section 33. I will discuss simultaneously both kind of technical advisory board, whether it is for the Unani Ayurvedic drugs or the other kind of drugs or cosmetics. The central government constitute a board to be called as a drug technical advisory board. It will be central technical advisory board to advise the central government and the state government on technical matters arising out of the administration of this act and to carry out other function which is assigned by this act. In this body there shall be representation of central government, state government, pharmaceutical industry, pharmaceutical company, council and the medical council. There will be some ex-officers, for example, Director General of Health Services, Drug Controller of India, Director of the Central Drug Laboratory, Central Research Institute, Indian Veterinary Research Institute, Pharmaceutical Council of India, Central Drug Research Institute. So it will have the representation of all these bodies. It will also have representation of Indian Pharmaceutical Association, Indian Medical Association. It will it will further constitute other committee also for the function, to carry on the function of this technical advisory board. The Central Drug Laboratory. The central government shall, means it is compulsory, shall establish a central drug laboratory under the control of a director to be appointed by the central government to carry out the function instructed to it by this act or the rules made under this act. So regarding the function of this central drug laboratory is that the function shall be instructed by this act or the rules made under this thing. The Drug Consultative Committee, the central government may constitute, may means it's not compulsory. It is the discretion of the central government. The central government may constitute an advisory committee to be called the Drug Consultative Committee to advise the central government and the state government and the Drug Technical Advisory Board also on the matter tending to secure uniformity throughout India in the administration of this. Means for the uniform application of this act, it may advise to the central government, state government and the technical advisory board as well. It will have the representative of central government and the state government as well. So in this part I have discussed various definition which is important to know. What is the meaning of cosmetic drug, Ayurvedic, Siddha and Unani, and which kind of the bodies are working here, and what is their function, and I have discussed what was the background of the enactment of this act. uh, Initially it was known as a drug act, but after the amendment in 1963, it was known as a drug and cosmetic act. Nomenclature has been given as a drug and cosmetic act. Further, it is amended to include the Ayurveda Siddha Unani. One chapter it was included for Ayurveda Siddha and Unani. So this is all about part 1. In the next part, I will discuss how this committee work and what is the role of central government regarding the import, manufacture, sale, and distribution of cosmetic drugs, Siddha and Unani drugs, etc. Thank you for listening me.